Hey guys, so today is going to be my review of Youngblood cosmetic line. I've tried quite a few products. I've sort of been picking more and more from their lineup to try and form a pretty steady opinion about what they have to offer. And I've categorized products in pretty much almost equal groupings of love, really like, and really don't like. So let's start with the loves. I have unfortunately the most expensive products from their lineup are my loves. These are really pricey. The whole Youngblood line is quite pricey. They have very good deck of ingredients, very clean, formulated specifically for extremely sensitive skin, exceptionally good ingredients. So my first love is this Youngblood contour palette. And here we have a magnetized package with 6 contour shades, contour and highlight shades, which you see that I clearly have been using because the palette is a bit messy. But so these are not very heavy on fallout, and I'm able to use every single shade from here on my face. So these all three have slightly different tones. I like to sort of run my brush all over them and kind of use it as a setting powder all over. I can use this very light powder or this yellow powder for correcting and this very light powder for setting under the eyes. This is a good bronzer contour shade. Really nice and easy to use, very blendable, not patchy, very creamy, blend out wonderfully. This one I use kind of all over as a bronzer. This one probably will use in the summer as a bronzer. It'll probably still work for me, but right now I use it as an eyeshadow and it's very pretty. The only problem I have with the packaging, I actually love the minimalist, beautiful packaging. I think it's gorgeous. The only problem I have is that it does not carry a mirror, and I would love a mirror in here. My understanding is that these guys are removable and you can get refills. Absolutely love, very much recommend. 2 of the other products, and each of them was 50 bucks. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, depending on where you're getting it. But Youngblood Pressed Mineral Eyeshadow Quads. Again, unfortunately, they're very pricey, but they're really good. Again, packaging is exceptional, nice and sturdy, sort of plastic packaging. They're magnetic, so they're not gonna come undone or break. Very nice and substantial packaging. And I have purchased 2 shades or 2 colorways of this, and both of them are extremely good. This one is beautiful. It's called Vintage. And the colors are Blush, Merlot, Bordeaux, and Shiraz. Very beautiful. These are creamy and super pigmented and no fallout. Like, look at this. No fallout. They're beautiful shadows. Just, oh, yum. Such good quality and very even pigmentation. Just, oh. These are good, guys. These are really good. Unfortunately, again, as I said, pricey, but very worthwhile if you are into clean beauty and you want fantastic quality shadows. These are really great quality. And then the other one that I got is Shanghai Nights, and it has a very neutral, this is definitely everyday, very easy to use shadow palette. And we have Shiitake, Beijing, or maybe the opposite. This is probably Shiitake. Hard to say. They sometimes print in reverse on the back. Cherry Blossom, probably this one, and Bamboo. So also really nice assortment of very pigmented, buttery, no fallout pressed shadows. Just, I mean, oh my God, these are so good. And the colorways are extremely well thought through. The colors are buttery, no fallout, easy to blend, super easy to work with. And I mean, guys, this is fantastic. This is so good, except quite expensive. And they also come in really beautiful compacts, very pretty, and they have a mirror. So absolutely 0 complaints. This is my favorite kind of packaging. I think the packaging, they've nailed it, and it's super minimal and cool, and I feel like Rachel Ost should be using these because they are just so her aesthetic. Now, the things that I found really good, but not as sort of must have as these three guys that I just showed you. These are their blushes. Their blushes are very, very worthwhile. I have a Youngblood Sherbet crushed mineral blush, and this is a really nice loose mineral blush with sheen. Very, very pretty pinky peach color, very flattering. I think will look good on everybody. Pigmentation is soft, but for light to medium skin tones, it will show up and look beautiful. I've changed my mind about this one. I was kind of like lukewarm on it, but then I've worn it a few times and it just looks bomb. This is crushed mineral blush in Sherbet or Sherbet or Sorbet, sort of swatched. And I have also the Youngblood Taffeta Luminous Cream blush. If you know my channel, you know I love my cream blushes. This is another corally pink, appropriate for spring, appropriate for summer. Easy to use. You can see that I've really dipped my finger in there. Very pigmented. Now these guys are so pigmented that I think anywhere from fair to absolutely very dark skin tones will appreciate it. I mean, small top. And let's swatch this thing. I just barely touched, and it's really a lot of color payoff there, and it blends very, very nicely. It's very long wearing as well. I was surprised both the cream blush, which isn't always the case, and the mineral crushed blush are both very, very long wearing. I was just very happy with both formulations. The things that I'm very lukewarm about to kind of like, I wouldn't bother with these two, are their loose powders. So I was quite disappointed with their loose powders. I love loose powders. I love loose mineral foundations. I love loose mineral setting powders. It's all my jam. So I happen to have tried quite a few really good ones, and compared to their pressed version in that contour kit, these were fails for me. Natural mineral foundation and mineral rice setting powder. I didn't love these. These weren't, I mean, they were okay, but they weren't fantastic. And for the price point, I would really go towards Bare Minerals if you can tolerate Bare Minerals formulations. I will be reviewing pretty soon some of the other mineral foundations I've been really, really impressed with coming up. But these are not them. So Youngblood mineral foundations, I would steer you away. I haven't tried the pressed version. The pressed version might be very different, as I had loved their pressed powders today. Again, these guys, the blushes, cream and powder, are both super good. I would totally recommend those. Eyeshadows are my favorite. I haven't tried a lot of clean eyeshadows, but so far I haven't been impressed with what I've tried. And these guys impressed me. Mineral, clean, green, or no, these are fantastic. If you are loving conventional beauty products, then you'll still love these. These are amazing. They're very, very, very good. Nice high-end feeling shadows. And the contour palette is really highly recommended from me as well. So a bit of a mixed bag. I never really love the entire brand range usually. It's very rare that I'm a fan of multiple products. So this was actually quite a successful trial for me. When I was just starting, to use the mineral powders that they had, I was like, oh, I can't believe I spent all that money and I'm not even liking anything. And then I've gotten into the other products and they're really, really, really good. So these are just my opinions again. I think also worth noting, I think these mineral powders would be really good for somebody maybe with an oilier skin type. I have dry skin, so my skin really does not look good. It looked very aged with these powders, which leads me to believe if you had a bit of oil breakthrough and that mixed with these mineral powders, they could be quite nice, but not for me at all, at all. So these are my opinions about the Youngblood line. I haven't tried obviously every single thing from the line, but I think that I had a pretty decent overview of these and formed pretty solid opinions already. That's it for today. Hope you guys have a good day. See you later. Bye bye.